Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Factorio. Oh man, I normally don't have to worry about it so much, but as soon as I did my intro, lo and behold, planes start flying over. Of course it does. Okay, so we've made a lot of progress. I realized that I didn't put this inserter here last time, so I just now put it there. This one's getting all of the researches that it needs now, so that's fantastic. If I recall correctly, we've gone through all of the research projects that require only reds and greens. There might be some that we haven't quite unlocked yet, but I think for the most part we are along our way. I added a few more miners. It looks like we could do with even more, because these stones are barely making it to this last furnace. Right, and as soon as they get there, they just get burnt and dropped out. So far, we're doing okay on stone bricks, though, so that's not been a problem so far. I also did consider previously having an overflow storage for stone bricks, because I need stone bricks for other things besides just walls, namely furnaces. Especially in the future, once we get a hold of some electronic furnaces. I believe that they require quite a few stones for that. So, let's do it. This is all just stone, yeah, 14k stone. This is going to produce copper if I shove these in here. And that's not something that I'm interested in. If we do like this, we'll only get stone from it, so that's pretty good. And then can we do the same over here? We're getting copper there. We're getting just stone here, but it blocks this one. I can't place this one any other direction than this. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. This is right over here. We have some bullets, so that's good. How dare you? That's a lot of them too, holy cow. And I have no idea what they've destroyed. I don't even have repair kits on me. That's blasphemy. Okay, automobilism is finished, so that's good. Oh, I was totally wrong about the red and greens. We have a lot of those left, actually. Okay, let's go with lab research speed. Get that pumped up a little bit. Should be nice. See, it looks like we lost power also. It's going to take a little bit of time for me to rebuild everything. I thought I selected that, but apparently not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a power right here. Okay, and I believe that means the assembler was here. That was also making the parts that we need. See, that means that we would have had an input for walls. We would have had an output for the actual research packs. Oh, they really teared it up. Yeah, tore it up, I should say. Looks like I've got this backwards, but this is going to have to do. And then we need another input right here. We'll put it in the middle, though. And then move this belt over by 2, I think. Yeah, so that way this one isn't struggling. And then we can go ahead and put this guy right here. Right where it was before. We can see the trash on the ground. And then we have to tell him to make military research again. Okay, so what do we reckon? Do we reckon they're just smart enough to run around our stuff? Because we had turrets here, and we have turrets here. Somehow they were smart enough to go straight through the middle and go for the machines. So that's a bit of a shame. It looks like we've definitely had attacks over here, though. So maybe they came here first, and then the next crew went across. Let's do a little repairs on this guy. And then I think I have a few walls on me. No, I have bricks for making walls, so let's do that. Let's make all the walls, and then we'll go get some more bricks here shortly. Oh, they're being attacked right now. Holy cow. Okay. Yeah, so we very seriously need those walls. I probably also need more, oh yeah, these are starting to stack up now. That's probably because of the trouble that we had here. Okay, the walls look a little bit different, which is pretty cool. Should be plenty, and then we'll go one more layer here. Yeah, that should be alright. I can't go any further this direction or anything either, so that's just gonna have to do. Okay, now I'm seeing a satisfactory number of bricks being made. So that automation ought to be working out just fine for us. I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we might as well see what we can do about defending this area, because I doubt that's going to be the last attack. And so long as we have this area defended, we should be able to relax a little bit. In fact, we need to prepare for an attack from this area too, on this side. So let's get a few guns up and in place, so we don't have to worry quite so much about it. They destroyed all the bullets that I had saved up too. What do I have? Only 186, and they're all in my pockets for the guns. For my guns, I mean. There we go. Guard it in kind of a V shape. Like ducks, you know. There we go. Did that one get gypped a little? Maybe a little. Let's see. 93. We'll put that in there, but then I want about half of them for this one. And then we'll take half of these for that. So they've got a lot of piercing mags, and we should have had these building up over time as well. So hopefully we'll have plenty more of those. Okay, now we need to get back on track. I think it's important for us to go ahead and get a car going here pretty soon. Now we're really stacking up on bricks, which is great. I've got a few stacks in my inventory now. We've got iron, we're missing steel. If I take these 2 stacks, that should be okay. We shouldn't be missing anything for anything. Let's go ahead and swap this over to here, I think. I'm going to keep an eye on it for a second and see if that actually works out. Yeah, it does seem to be getting first dibs still on the steel, bringing it in for production. Okay, and our military research is carrying on. So this is all very good so far. What do we need for this? It has to be made in an assembler. Steel plate, gear wheels, pipes. Oh, gracious. Okay. And then where is the actual car again? I always forget. I thought it was in the military. Oh, here it is, right here. Car. We need 8 engine units. Okay. 20 iron and 5 steel. I think it's funny that the engine units have to be built in an assembler, but the actual car itself can be built by hand. I think that's ridiculous, but it's the way it is. Alright, so it's 4 iron and 1 steel per each. I've kind of restricted all of this steel production for this assembly line. That may have been a mistake, but it's the way that I have it set up right now, so there's not much I can do about it. I'll just have to expand assembly to be placed elsewhere. Let's go for the circuit network. I feel like... No, let's go for railway, actually. Because I feel like we're going to start getting close to needing plastics and oil and stuff like that. But yeah, I can pull some steel production over onto this side from here. Oh, those turrets are being attacked right now. Let's take a peek. He's down to 13. He's still got 22, so this guy needs some ammo. I was thinking also that this radar is out of power somehow. So let's go work on a little bit of maintenance here. Oh yeah, they dare to attack as I'm standing right here. Fools. Those aren't even piercing rounds for the most part. Okay, what are we looking like? Yeah, if we do this, then we've got this powered again. I don't remember what I did to unpower it. Unless there was a small power pole sitting right next to it or something that I neglected. We're also starting to run low on power again, so I may need to put in some more boilers, either up here or another row down here. They were getting pretty close to this area though, so I'm a little worried about putting them down there. Not sure about anybody else, but I feel like these guys are a little more aggressive than they were in the last playthrough. Maybe I'm wrong. It's all the walls that I have for now. I know I have 6 more, but I'm going to keep them in my inventory here. How are we looking though over here? He's still got 600 resources together. Yeah, I could throw in some more of these. The last thing I want to do is run out of coal. That much is certain. But it's not happening anytime soon. We've got about 100k between all those. A little over. I keep running through there like I don't mind picking up science, but I definitely do. It doesn't look like I did pick up any this time. And how many stacks of bricks is that? Only 2 so far? Because I'm going to need to make a whole load more walls. Okay, we finished the railway super fast. That's good. Let's get, do we want fluid wagons next? Maybe. We could research flammables. What does this unlock? More efficient fuel and more aggressive combustibles. Okay. Let's get the landfill first just to get it out of the way. Yeah, we're starting to stack up on military research, but that's not going to last for long. I've been considering, too, having this run around in an infinite loop. So that it's constantly cycling. That would be fine because this comes in straight on this side, but then when I get the next research going, I'd have to find a way to loop it around so that I'm sure that it connects on the inside. That will be possible if I run through like right here. And then when we run the next belt around on the row beyond that, I'll just have to be sure that the long-handed inserters can still reach on the next row. So yeah, it is possible. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I guess we could just go ahead and do it so that it's set up and ready for the next one. And we'll have to go around this pole just because it's easier. And I'll need an underground. We have one already. There we go. Slam bam. And we'll come around this way. And down. So those will always be on this side of the belt, which is perfectly fine. I could also, if I wanted to, swap it around so that these come in on the other side by going underneath and then looping. And since we're up here, that might be the smart thing to do anyway. So that these are coming in on the inside. Let's just go ahead and do that. Because I like being smart, you know? We could even just come in like that. Perfect. So now military science will be on the inside. Eventually we'll pull it off of the outside, I imagine, right? But I may just want it to back up for now on this belt. And once we get into military research and get it taken off the outside, I'll connect that back up and it'll link up. That'll make it easier for connecting the next set of research up to the whole line or whatever. I'm a little annoyed that so many grenades are being brought in. I may want to upgrade this to a filter inserter. I think I will. That way the grenades can just back up and we'll just be getting shooters. What are these called? Piercing mags. Did it build already? It is. Okay. So put this here and then I want it to do... Oh, I have them right here. Yeah. Perfect. Because, yeah, I've got 30 grenades. Yeah, that'll just sit on the outside here. Okay, landfill's done, so let's go with the flammables. We'll just do them in a row for right now. Unless something pops up that I'm just like, oh, I need this, I have to have it. Then we'll do that instead. So, we don't know what it takes to make blue research yet. I was thinking it has something to do with oil. Yeah, it's not going to give me the recipe for it until we actually research it. So we need to get into sulfur plastics and advanced electronics so that we can see what we need to make this. So once we get done with the flammables, we'll get started on that chain then. since I know that's what I need. And I want a couple more turrets. We'll get into that. I need some more bricks for more walls. Okay, iron ore is not coming in on this side of the belt as quickly as it is being processed, so let's fix that. Oh, this poor lamp is in the wrong place. It's fine. We'll move it up one. That'll be alright. Okay, these guys up here still don't have power. I hesitate putting a medium one in here just because a small would do the job. Maybe we go ahead and just drop a small one right in there. Oh, because he doesn't connect, that's why. Okay, right there then. That's fine. Alright, so we've increased the ore production on this belt then. Not by a lot, just by 5 miners. But if we could research mining speed or something, that would be pretty positive. Let's go for sulfur processing. Where is the next mining speed research? Down here? And you're waiting for the things that we need to research to get to the next stage anyway, so perfect. Perfect. And these are all completely backed up except for these outside ones. This guy's done. We could get started on this side feeding in, but I wouldn't mind for all of these to run and get rid of resources here. Yeah, so this is wanting to mine up copper and stuff. There's going to be a couple of resources on this end that we're not going to be able to get to. Like there's one spot right there that I can't reach with these miners arranged the way that they are right now. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world either. Let's drop him right there. He's not getting any power, that's okay. Yeah, this guy will go here, and then we'll have some resources that we'll have to pick up with those burner miner drills or whatever. Like right in the middle here isn't going to be collected and stuff like that, so it's a little bit messy, but just because of the way that this deposit is arranged, there's very little help for that. Okay, so the way that these miners are arranged, it should turn out that these will eat up resources first, because by the time it backs up to here, I don't know, maybe that's not true. I think this one will run the most, yeah, and then these should run before these do. These should all be backed up first, I think. So we'll be cleaning up the deposits from the outside in, and that's my goal. I don't know about these, though. I feel like the way that the belt is positioned, these inside ones are going to be through first. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But now we have plenty of ore for the furnaces. Oh, he can't output right here. But that's fine, because we're about to increase the usage. We're going to need some more assemblers, that's for sure. So we'll get some of those going. What am I running short on? Oh, iron, of course. So we'll do like that. And how many more bullets do we have? 50? Perfect. You've got some... Oh, down to 7 on this lower one. So we definitely need to get some more bullets down there. Okay, sulfur processing is done. Next will be plastics. Fantastic. Plastic, fantastic. That's right. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, mining productivity. And we'll have access to the chemical science after we get the advanced electronics. So that'll all come along pretty nicely. Okay, the stone is backed up. The bricks are backed up. All of this is fantastic news, and I love it. Let's have these working like mad. Look at them. They're moving all crazy like. Our copper production looks like it's a bit low. And that seems to be due to a lack of ore. So I may need to turn this up. Yeah, it makes sense because there's only 4 miners here. It's keeping up. It's just not overflowing as much as I would like for it to be. Or backed up as much as I would like is what I mean. Okay, so I have decided to expand this. We'll put one on the bottom, one on the top here. So that we're not expanding too close to either fighter group, base, whatever you want to call it. And didn't I get some regular inserters? That'll work. And Steam engines. I'm pretty sure the way that I have these set up, I could just use a small electric pole. Yeah, and that does link up with the others, so that's good. I may just use a small one for this inserter as well, because that should be plenty. Oops, wrong button. Okay, it's going to take them a little while to ramp up, but that has brought our power production back to a reasonable state. Really? I knew they were going to eventually attack this upper area. What did they destroy? Oh, that's a small power pole that looks like it had no function. I'm not sure why I would have built one there. But amazing that they didn't attack the miners. It's a miracle and a blessing. I was kind of hoping that the walls would be like bait, right? And they would just go straight for the walls and not worry about the machines. But that doesn't seem to be the case. They seem to be intelligent enough to avoid walls wherever possible. And that kind of annoys me that they're that smart. I don't know why, but I feel like it works better like this. We'll do like this. Yeah, and they've got all my bullets. I don't have any more in my pockets, which is pretty dangerous, judging by the state of things. I may need to up my piercing rounds ammo production, which I think is possible if I run this belt kind of around and down through the middle here. I can't quite move this over because the power pole is in the way. I can move this over, though, and then grab from there. I think that's far enough away. No, it would have to be over here, which is fine. Okay, it's going to be a little bit crazy, but trust me on this one. We're going to make piercing mags. Oh, I can't output, though. Maybe I can. Okay, check this out. We've got it now. And that's inputting. This is getting steel. Steel is being produced over here, here, and here. So they should always be getting the steel that they need. Then this is outputting and coming in and snaking around right there. Does this have to be right here, I think? Yeah, to power these it does. This is reaching this top one, but this one would lose power if I move this one up or anything. I could just place another one down here, I guess, but man, it's already looking janky enough as it is. Let's do it. Let's put this one here. We'll put another one down here, I think, and take him out. I don't know if that helped, but at least it's something. Okay, Advanced Electronics, you're next. Congratulations. And we'll go ahead and run this belt just straight across here, instead of being all crazy with it. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. They're coming in on the wrong side. Who's doing that? It's this one. Dang it. Okay, well. No, that's not going to work either. Unless we come up like this. So we took that away and it hasn't ruined anything for us. We have to output here though, so we're going to need power here. Now it's pretty janky, but now it's all coming in on the right side. Man, that's spaghetti. Don't tell me it's not, because I know it is. I feel like we have successfully doubled our piercing rounds output though. I'm just not sure if we're going to be able to keep up with the steel production like this. Yeah, this one grabs every single steel that this one produces, I feel. So yeah, I think I have one steel being produced for each of these, and then this guy grabs up this steel more often than this one does. So I don't know that we have effectively doubled our production, but I think we've increased our production slightly. Because this one has to wait for the steel. It's not producing like this one was before. But I don't think it's waiting an entire cycle to produce, so that means that we have increased our production slightly. If we could speed these up somehow, which we can't, then we would be doing better, but it's just this way for now. Because it's so cramped in here. I guess that's definitely my fault, but it is what it is right now. Yeah, that time it barely waited at all in order to get some steel. Same here. They almost don't have to stop in between, so that's good. Okay. The whole reason I was trying to get all of this arranged was so that we could get going on the engines. Engines are going to be needed later for other things as well, so we might as well get them started. I made some of these assembling machine 2s. I don't think I need the small poles anymore. I'll still probably use them somewhere, but I can pop into my inventory to collect them. I wish there was something else that would use them up, but I don't think that there is. I may eventually just toss them in the storage chest, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, engine units required gear wheels and pipes, yeah, and steel. Okay, we should be able to do all of that pretty easily. So if I get some furnaces going, you know, I feel like I could probably get rid of this guy entirely. Yeah, and of course that interrupts this one guy who's trying to get iron into this chest. But this way I could expand this steel production here eventually. I'm not going to, though. Alright. This calls for a little guy. Yeah, I'm not going to right now. We'll figure it out another time. I really want to get these cars going. Or the engines, I mean. So we'll need 2 of these. Okay, so are these faster? Crafting speed 0.75, 0.5? I can't tell. Oh, something was being destroyed, and I did not click on it in time to see what it was. 40, 43, that's what I gave them earlier. This one has 40. Everything looks fine here. Everything's fine up here, too. Oh, wow. Yeah, this has been damaged quite a bit, actually. I need to run a wall in between here to shore these up a little bit so that they can't get behind and attack the machine. They have to attack the walls to get in. I think that's a given. But we have this started, at least. And yeah, I think that these craft faster, but I don't quite understand it. It almost seems like that's not the case. Let's have it over here, actually. Okay, I'm considering something, but we'll have to see how this works out first. Then we want, yeah, these 2 output also. We're going to need an input and an input. Medium pole here will work just fine. Then we'll have the belts. You're going to come out this way. Huh. There we go. So with that like that, and this like that, they'll be coming in on each side, right? And then over here, we just need the belts to feed this way. Right like that. And then we can say you are going to build engine units. Perfect. I think for now, I'll just build a chest, and we'll just store the things for the moment. There's plenty of room, so actually I'm going to move this up. I don't think it would grab any resources from here, but I'd prefer for it just to be up here. Advanced electronics is done. Let's go for the mining efficiency next, and then we'll get the blue science pack. We still have so much to do before we actually need blue that I'm not that worried about it. I just want to know what goes into it. And I imagine it's going to be oil and all that kind of stuff too, so we'll have to start researching towards that end. Now, what I'm thinking about is changing this over to produce this way. We'll wipe out these belts here, and then I actually want to reverse the direction that these go over to here, okay? And bear with me here. We're going to swap out this. This is going to be inputting here. This isn't going to exist anymore. And then we can go underneath this way. Perfect. Okay, so this still has access to at least 2 opportunities to grab steel. This one has 1. These will continually produce until this belt is totally backed up, assuming that eventuality ever occurs. Then, what we can do is take steel off of this belt, and we can save it up. Since it's 3 producing for 1 machine, right? We're already up to 6 engine units, so that's pretty encouraging. We can eventually output this anywhere we need to, so that's also encouraging. Let's get a couple of turrets to protect this area coming in. I don't think I have the bullets for it right now, but we'll put them in anyway. I have 73 bullets only. I'm sure that we have more saved up right now, though. Yeah, 175, that's more like it. Actually, 48 is perfect. And we'll chase half of these back. That's fine. I only have 54 walls on me right now. Why? Alright, let's get this wall across here. I think a single layer will be okay for now. If they ever start sending big biters, we'll definitely have to upgrade it to a double. And we'll get this guy repaired, so we don't have to worry about him. He's down to 19 bullets, too. I feel like we should take those off of him. And I'll upgrade these in my inventory. Yeah, put 50 in there. Take these out again. Put 50 in there. And then this is still 31. That should be plenty, because they aren't attacking this one that much. They're attacking this one. And so these 2 are able to cover that one. This one stays out of the firefight for the most part right now. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely building up on the piercing ammo, which is really good. The grenades are holding steady, that's good. The military science is fully backed up. And like I said, we'll use what's on this roundabout before we reconnect this to go on the inside. So there will eventually come a time where there's a gap in our research production. We're going to need to expand our reds. I feel like we do, because we're running behind on them. That's going to mean that we have to move this back and hope that it is producing enough for 4 of these. It looks like it will, though. Holy cow. And we're going to need to increase our copper production. I already talked about that, so let's get that done. Sneaky little copper on there. This should be way more than what we need, because this is more than doubling our production right now. Okay, yeah, a few more plates are coming in. We've got 4 of these up and running now, so maybe that will improve production just a little bit. There is space here for 1 more, barely, because I could grab these just from the edge. I would have to move this power pole and have 2 of them in place. So I could stick a 5th one in here, and it feels like these gear wheels are being produced no problem at a sufficient speed or whatever. I imagine that we're close to time if we haven't gone past time already. So I need to get up here and grab some engines because we're going to make a car before we leave off here. Where is it at again? Yeah, here it is, car. Created, and put it somewhere safe, like right behind all these guns right here. This would be perfect. It's kind of out in the open too. Ta-da! Plenty of ammo, yeah. Fuel is what I meant. And then we can actually give it plenty of ammo if we like. Let's give it a full 200, because I'll probably be using that. And then, yeah, what do I need for regular ammo? We could do 68 would be nice. Okay, that'll tick down and eat up the excess regular magazines that I had in my pockets anyway. So this working a charm. It's a little messy. It's very messy, actually. I'm not going to lie to myself. The steel is backing up a little bit, so these are going to be working constantly instead of having short pauses between. So now we have effectively doubled our piercing round magazine production, and we've gotten the engines going, and we've expanded the power production and the mining operations on both iron and copper and stone. So we're really kicking it up here. I'm probably not doing enough right now. See, we're at 94 walls right now. I think I'll just hang on to the bricks for the moment. But yeah, that's going to have to do it for this episode. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.